Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. Now, this is a Whitebeard deck that we ended up doing more work on because I just had an epiphany. I was like, I didn't like what we did with the first deck that we made with Whitebeard. I felt like we strayed away from the formula, which is how to operate a 6K leader. I felt like we came up with a formula when dealing with 6K leaders. We didn't look at the card pool properly, and we essentially just made the same Whitebeard deck that's already out there in a sense. Now, obviously, it's not picture perfect the same Whitebeard deck, but in a sense we made the same Whitebeard deck, and it's like, okay, no, we got to do better, we got to adjust this. And that's how I felt. So we went back to the lab and we made some adjustments, and this is going to be close to our final build. If y'all want the deck list, sure, it's no problem, because we're going to change like 2 cards, I think 2-3 cards, but still gonna give it a once over. So if you want this list, just ask for it in the comments, but the next video will guarantee have the deck list in it. So yeah, you see Rayleighs, we added the Rayleighs in there. Rayleigh helps with your hand size. So that is one of the positives behind it. Helps with your hand size. So when dealing with 6K leaders, you want to find, why didn't we play the Rayleigh? Hey, we don't need it though. I will say we don't actually need it. But I'll be hating when some of the new cards we add into the deck doesn't get shown off. It grinds my gears. Oh, there's a lot of 6K swings. I respect it. Lim is the other card that might not get shown because we got a Rogers in our hand and Chopper only got 1 life left. So yeah, there's a good chance we're not going to see Lim. But Lim was always like a high value card, to be honest. Lim was always about a high value card because we can give the 2K. We have a 2K right there, because it can potentially stop 2 attacks. Now Lim with a leader that is 6K is absolutely insane. You block 1 and then you subtract 2K power from another character or leader, if I'm remembering correctly. That's extremely hard to punch over a 6K leader when you just lost 2,000 power. So it's virtually blocking 2 attacks, and that's saving more resources in hand. So yeah, that's the value of Lim with Whitebeard, and the value of Rayleigh with Whitebeard is, like I said, he keeps your hand size neutral when you play him. Now, so far, sadly, we haven't played Lim or Rayleigh. I'm just eager. I'm hoping we showcase one of those cards so y'all can see how effective those cards are with this leader. But yeah, any 6K leaders that come out in the future, that's just an easy basic trick. Is like find the cards that keep your hand size well. That's just like easy default trick that can get the most out of a 6K leader. Then I would say just any cards that coincide and work well with a 6K leader. So obviously, like Yasop giving that pump makes what you call a Whitebeard 7K. That's extremely effective. And then look at Lim. Lim is extremely effective with a 6K leader, of course. Yay! She hits the board. So extremely effective with a 6K leader, of course, because now if Chopper attacks, he's gonna have to compute a lot more Dawn. We're gonna block 1 attack, and then just, oh my god, I just want to see it now. So let's see. Well, guard point. No, we just 2K is the max value for this attack. So if we just chuck a 2K, we got a 2K in our hand, but it looks like we're going to show off Lim now. All right, let's see who we pick. Obviously we have to pick somebody we believe they're going to attack with. Now that card is virtually useless because the Don investment behind that card would be so much. Max value on guard point. This is just working out so lovely in our favor. God damn. You got rid of all your Don, and at the end of the day, all we need is one card. Economics. I love it so much. Economics. We could have actually dropped Roger, because the way Roger works, so-and-so cannot block. But then again, our attacks are very weak. We don't got that many strong attacks available. So that would, if they're smart, they're either blocking or discarding cards off their hand. Okay. And then, yeah, blockers also is obnoxious with a 6k leader. The only thing we have to fear in this equation is a Roger. That's the only thing we actually have to fear in this equation is Roger. Now that Roger's in the game, we have to be very mindful, because the fact that we could be at 0 easily and we have all these blockers in the deck means that up against the red matchup, we got to be aware that they might drop a Roger on us. But outside of that, the extra set of blockers, literally against any other color in the game, is just very effective. So not only have we got blockers helping us stay strong, but we have cards to help maintain our hand size, or cards that help affect multiple attacks, yada yada. So I'm really happy the direction that we've taken with this Whitebeard build. Really happy. I ain't gonna lie to you, now that they only got 3 cards in hand, we can literally just drop Roger and just get this game. Yeah, we can literally drop Roger. I can't see us not being able to drop Roger. We could drop it now. Am I confused? I think doesn't somebody just has to be at 0, or is the opponent? Anyway, I'll just read it later. Because to my knowledge, somebody just has to be at 0, which we are at. So if we drop Roger and then we start attacking, they can't afford to block. If we drop Ninebeard gives us that insane pump. And then we got the Radical Beam and 2 blockers. But yeah, we could have dropped Roger. If I'm correct, we could have just dropped Roger and they would have lost, because they don't got the resources in hand to stop all the attacks. Yep, it's just they would have had the 1 card, then 1 life, just attack 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's not much they could have done. Can't use card action. And then, yeah, we got the game now. After this video, I am 100% going to read Roger. I'm 100% going to read Roger. I could have sworn 1 person has to be at 0. Because that game would have been over a turn ago or something. I could be dead wrong. Oh my God, y'all saw that? The app was apping. The app loves just giving all the copies in your hand. If Inuyasha played with this app, he would get all the copies of the Shikon Jewel, and the episode would be over. The show would be over, because he'll just have all the shards of the Shikon Jewel in his hand, and then boom, he just wins. Yep, it loves duplicates. And I get it, right? It's like that when something is randomized, anything is possible, right? That's the whole concept of randomization. But like, Lord have mercy, is it really supposed to be that consistent getting the duplicates? Literally, we got 2 sets of 2 different cards, like Like, come on now. Yeah, and I feel like, but real life is different. That's something I think everybody can agree on. Real life is very different because, you know, you shuffle your cards, or whether the plastics, the sleeves, how you shuffle, it all affects your outcomes. Whether your opponent cuts the deck, yada yada. So I know, like, we tend not to see hands like this. We're more accustomed to seeing our cards split up more often than not. And then we bump into those games where we just get stacked, right? But it's like, yeah, there's no sleeves when it comes to a computer algorithm, right? There's no sleeves, there's no shuffle habits, there's none of that. So it just shows us that it's more practical to virtually draw every copy of one of your cards as compared to real life, where this probably doesn't happen too often. So look, and we only got 2 Rogers, mind you, and both games we drew all copies of Roger. So, you know, where you would normally not see it that frequently, out of, you know, the 50 cards, you would not see it that frequently. It just loves us, right? And then we almost got all copies of Yasop because we do play 4, and so we're only missing 1 more. So that's the creepy part. It's like, can it happen? Of course it can happen, but is it supposed to happen this consistently? I don't know. Yeah, that's just a 4K swing. I was wondering for a second. They were trying to bait us to see if we misplayed and discarded something. Now, we can chain Yasops, to be honest. We can start chaining Yasops. You can make this very difficult for the opponent. There we go. And we're keeping up for guard point. Next turn, we got Whitebeard, who can prevent us from drawing the life. And then we just get Yasop again. We can do Yasop Limb. The defense will just be very toxic. He has to definitely pop a card. Now his board is very weak, so if we choose to defend this, it does work out in our favor. Yeah, there we go. We got a 2K. So either he has to invest Dawn. What's this one swinging for? Well, he's going to have to swing with his blocker, and I know he doesn't want to do that. There it goes. I low-key found that crazy. We just chucked the Yasop for counterpower. Pressure on lead. I respect it. They only got 2 life left. Their board needs Dawn investment to be a threat. 6K, 6K. Then we drop in Whitebeard. I figured going for life would have been great, because either he loses the 6K blocker that gives him Dawn, active Dawn, or he chucks a bunch of cards out of hand. Because once again, in order for him to swing with that, he's going to need to invest some Dawn. Oh, he got rid of our Limb. Darn it. The Limb was going to be annoying that turn. It was obvious. Limb was going to be annoying that turn. But we got a Rogers in our hand. So respectfully, we got a 10K swing, a 13K swing, and if he doesn't attack our board, we're going to have some 2 6K swings. So I don't see it possible for him being able to protect himself from that. I'm surprised we just didn't take that life. We're going to draw it no matter what, right? Oh, unless we're going to play another Whitebeard. Okay. Oh, He decided to quit. Well, that happened. It happens. Look at that hand. Look at that hand. Now, this is what made Whitebeard special, right? Even though our hand is very bricky, having access to 6 cards in life means you just get a bunch of cards in hand. So it was like, it didn't matter what your hand looked like. You're drawing so many damn cards, you're going to be okay. That's what always made playing Whitebeard funny. You're going to get so many cards in hand. Does it really matter? No. Your hand was just going to fix itself with all that draw. I am getting notifications. $6K swing, we take. Ooh, 8K swing, we definitely take that. And we got the Yasop. We're at 6 Dawn. Yeah, let's get that Zora off the board. We don't need all those excess swings. Yes, 8K, you're not saving that. Yeah, you're not saving that. Now, blockers are effective. We don't have to worry about no red drop. We don't have to worry about no Roger drop. So, all our blockers can see the board. That swing was insane. Let's see what we decide to commit to. 8 Dawn. Yeah, I think we just double up on blockers, I would say, right? We have that one and we have that guy. There we go. So the good thing is, with 2 options, and of course he's going to want to develop board at some point in time, we got our 1 blocker just to block the attack. Because his ability is, if he's removed by a card effect... Oh, that happened. Nice target, buddy. Nice target. If he gets, like, destroyed by a card effect... I don't think it's removed, but destroyed by a card effect, we can... He should have did that the other way around. Yeah, we give ourselves a 2K pump. So if he did that the other way around, that would have been a very effective play. And his hand resources is low. And now we can just be obnoxious. 8K, you gotta swing over this. We got plenty of counter power in hand. This looks... Oh, dang. He must have not seen a Whitebeard deck. He probably didn't... He probably wasn't around during the toxic era of Whitebeard. Either that or he didn't care because he's going to play that 10 drop. When you really think about it. I'll get rid of an Ezo. Yup, let's trash. That's probably what it was. He probably just had the 10 drop and just swung for the sake of it. And it doesn't hurt because sometimes people make accidents. They'll still discard a card not realizing. And you know how this app works. So, it's like, it doesn't care even if you're holding on to your card. No, there's no such thing as holding on. Once you click, gone. That's it. We got Guard Point. We got Radical Beam, which we can play. Yeah, that math will make life easier. And then look, Ezo, boom, call it a day. Now, is it a Dawn stack and swing? Yes, it is. It is a Dawn stack and swing. But they're going after our Yasop. And we're going to protect it. So I guess so we could just have another body on the board. And we're pretty healthy because we got 2 blockers in our hand. Granted, we're not going to be able to use the Rayleigh ability. But we also, which I think will be, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think it would be a little scary because of how big they can swing if they really want to. If we was to summon Whitebeard, keep one up for Guard Point, I think they can essentially just Dawn stack and swing. And they take, okay. So they can keep their Luffy safe. That's the truth. Because I'm like, I was ready. If they started discarding cards, I'm like, I bet. Let's Dawn stack and swing on that damn Luffy. All right, we're going for the Hail Mary Roger play. Which might give us the game. And it does. G.